And welcome back to another vid, man. Today's vid, we're gonna be reacting to two teenage girls killed subway surfing in New York. Man, long live these two teenage girls, man. I ain't gonna hold you, but like, come on, bro. You gotta stop with the tomfoolery, man. Where's the parents, bro? At 3 a.m., bro? Like, where's the parents, man? Why is your 13-year-old daughter outside at 3 a.m. in New York? Train hopping. Let's get straight to this, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we have a story straight out of New York. Brooklyn is be specific. They say
Brooklyn.
two
Oh
13-year-old girls were found dead recently. I believe this happened yesterday morning on top of an NYC train after subway surfing at 3 a.m. And ladies and gentlemen, I just can't believe that people are still doing this in this day and age. After all the videos, all the reports, all the news stories, all the deaths that have happened within the last 4 years.
These niggas tweaking, bro. These niggas think they in subway surfers, bro. Like, you tweaking, bro. Like, imagine it's 3 a.m. You sleeping and your homeboy call you like, no, I gotta be in that. You sleeping, right? Ah, fuck. Yo, what's up, bro? Yo, let's go train hopping. What you mean? Train hopping? You trying to make some money, right? You call me at 3 a.m. Yo, nah, bro. Let's go train hopping, bro. I want to go ride on top of a train and shit. Man, yo, I might just block my homeboy, man. He can't be on no dumb shit like this, man. Lock the fuck in, bro. Like, come on, bro. If you call me at 3 a.m. talking about let's go train hopping, bro, I might just have to cut you off, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. You need to lock the fuck in, bro. My fault, bro. Let's get straight into this, man.
Of, you know, all kinds of people, even adults, kids, teenagers, adults, trying to act like Spider-Man by riding on the top of trains. The subway.
Man, just pull this pants down, bro. You can't make this shit up, bro.
Trains in New York City, acting like they're invincible with no fall damage in a Call of Duty match with unlimited respawns. Like, this is not a game. This is not a GTA lobby where if you die or if you get shot or if you fall, boink your head and die, that you just automatically get to.
Hey, I'm not promoting this though. Imagine smoking on top of there or just chilling. Like, shit, that shit might be a vibe for him. Maybe we should go.
Come back, respawn, and try again. That's just not how that works. This is real life. And for those of you who are pretty much versions to what subway surfing is and you really don't know what it is, here.
Bro, my fault for keep pausing this, but I will never try this, bro. Even when I remember my first time hopping on the train, I couldn't even balance myself. I had to like sit down or hold on to something. So this is just like next level shit, bro. Like, even when I hop on the bus, I'll be like, yo, oh shit. Damn, nigga, why you took off so fast? You ain't even let me sit down. So this is crazy to me.
Here's a brief example of what it is.
A warning tonight about the deadly dangers of so-called subway surfing in New York City. Yesterday, an 11-year-old boy died trying to surf a subway car.
Long live him. Ooh, that shit look scary. Oh my god.
So yeah, you can pretty much see these idiots on top of a New York City, or this could possibly be in Chicago because they have similar subway lines. But as you can see, these idiots are literally on top of the train, subway surfing as they call it. But in reality, it's just a bunch of idiots on a train with no ability to foresee the consequences of their actions. It's as if they don't see the possibility of them possibly falling and dying. Like, they're literally acting like this shit is a pogo stick or a trampoline in the back of their backyard where they're jumping up and down, having a blast. And if they just so happen to fall over and boink their head, at least they land in some soft grass or maybe a little bit of pavement. But no, if they fall off this train, they're cooked. It's pretty much GG's. They're gonna have a little nice chat with the Undertaker. Yeah, so guys, ladies, that's pretty much what that is. And you can see a victim here of the subway surfing incidents that happened within the last 2 or 3 years. This guy, I think part of his skull, his brain matter actually was destroyed when he hit his head on some kind of metal railing that was passing over the train as he was subway surfing. He didn't see the railing, apparently. He didn't duck in time and hit his head. He miraculously...
Bro, thank God, bro. God was on this man's side, bro. Because, damn, how did he survive this?
Survive, and now it's like a quarter of his fucking skull, his brain is missing. And essentially, that is what a lot of idiot kids in NYC have been doing lately. And unfortunately, it led to the death of 2 teen girls, as reported by the New York Post. One just 13, found dead on Brooklyn train in suspected...
13, bro. That's so young, bro. Bro, you barely got to experience anything, bro. 13 is so young, bro.
Subway surfing incident, cops say. 2 teenage girls, including a 13-year-old, were killed in what police believe was a horrific subway surfing tragedy on a Brooklyn train, officials said Saturday. The latest incident brings the total number of subway surfing victims so far this year to 5.
This year?
Nearing the 2024 total of 6 fatalities and matching the 5 people killed in the stunts in 2023. And believe me, the year is not over yet, and I'm pretty sure for this Halloween season, there's likely going to be a lot more idiot kids trying to get up on these trains, trying to subway surf and be cool for the adrenaline rush, recording themselves themselves, posting it to their snaps and IGs. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if a couple more kids die this year off of this trend. The article also goes on to say, in the latest deaths, cops were called at 3:10 a.m. in the morning to the Marcy Avenue Broadway subway.
What is a 13-year-old doing at 3? What is a 13-year-old doing at 3 a.m. at Marcy Avenue? This already sounds crazy. Marcy Avenue in Brooklyn. Bro, I went to Brooklyn the other day, bro. I ain't even get out my car. I'm like, yo, if you better hurry up, bro. I'm about to dip. I didn't even put the car in park, twin. I had my feet on the brakes. I was ready. I'm looking. That shit looks spooky. I'm from the suburbs, so this shit.
Station in Williamsburg, where they found the girls unconscious and unresponsive on top of the Brooklyn Brown, sources say. And here, as you can see, is an image of a couple of cops here. For people not watching, but listening, cops at the crime scene talking to a couple of kids with a backpack on. And I suppose they were either friends or witnesses to the situation. Here, as we can see, a couple of firefighters and cops carrying out a body bag with, I suppose, one of the girls in the body bag. The second victim is...
Nah, this off topic, but imagine being a cop, bro, and having to do that, bro. You just carried a 13-year-old body. And it's like just another Monday for you. Like, bro, how the fuck you go home, go eat, and go to sleep? Like, bro, that should just be haunting me, bro.
Believed to be between 13 and 18 years old, the sources say, and I quote, "It's heartbreaking that two young girls are gone because they somehow thought riding outside a subway train was an acceptable game," end quote, NYC Transit President Demetrius Critchlow said in a statement. He also said, "Parents, teachers, and friends need to be clear with loved ones. Getting on top of a subway car isn't surfing. It's the S word that rhymes with cyanide." He continued, "I'm thinking of both the grieving families and transit workers who discovered these children, bro, all of whom have been horribly shaken by this tragedy." And I just gotta say, I mean, listen, at this point, after all, like I said, news stories, the publications, the media document, you know, everything that's gone viral about these deaths, of which pretty much most people in NYC have heard of, they've seen, or, you know, are aware of. If any of those individuals continue and persist to get on public transit, subway trains, and still want to take the chance to play with their life, take the gamble of possibly slipping off a train or boinking their head by a metal object hovering above the train as it's passing below, then hey, at that point, it's pretty much Darwinism.
So graphic,
it's natural selection at that point, because so certain people just cannot be talked to. They just don't listen. There's no reasoning with them. There's no common sense. And mind you, these were both teenagers, according to the article. One was 13, and the other victim is speculated to be between 13 and 18 years old. So both young victims, both girls. Now, where did they see this trend? How did they get on top of the train? Were they dared to do it, or did they want to both do it to post to Snap or Instagram? Were they following the trend, or were they under the influence of drugs? Like, you know, unfortunately, both of them are dead. So now we don't know why they did what they did, but we can safely assume it's because of the large trend in NYC and social media in general, the chase for clout, clicks, views, etc.
This woman says it's shocking to hear 2 more lives have been lost to subway surfing. You have seen kids doing this before?
Yes, a couple of years back, we saw 2 kids right here in this station.
Subway surfing is a dangerous stunt in which people attempt to surf or lie down on top of moving subway cars.
They've been doing it for years, and they continue doing it. They see what's going on, and they still do it, so it's just not.
See, even the local NYC residents, they've seen this for years. I've seen it for years. You know, it's been my job.
Real question, how many years do you get if you get caught train surfing? Like, I feel like we got to set a great penalty so people don't think about doing this shit. You feel me? Because, like, bro, if a 15-year-old go train hopping, I feel like they're just gonna give them what? They're just gonna let them go. Like, I don't know. I feel like there needs to be a big penalty, like, yo, don't do this, because, bro, this shit is dangerous, and we don't want another teenager dying over this shit.
Over the years to literally talk
It's
about
not
this
cool,
stuff, right?
bro.
There have been a whole, by the way, YouTube documentaries made about this type of stuff. Even from people like Tommy G on YouTube, the subway surfers of New York, he says. You know, at this point in time, my sympathy meter, my sympathy reservoir is just, it's tapped out, it's dried. Unfortunately, I don't know what else to say. You know, we live in a day and age where a lot of these young individuals, they don't want to listen. They're rebellious. Nobody can tell them what to do or how to do things, you know. So hey, at this point in time, what can you really do? You know, the subways are always going to be running like pretty much 24/7. You can't surveil potentially tens of thousands of kids in a big ass city like NYC and stop all of them from getting on top of a train. It's just literally impossible. The amount of resources it would take a task force to literally dedicate using taxpayer funded money to stop kids.
Just set a bigger penalty, but like, if you do this shit, you're getting 2 years, I don't know, 3, whatever.
from getting on top of trains to quote unquote subway surfing would just take millions and millions of dollars per year. And I just don't see how it's feasible. The quickest solution for all this to stop, in my opinion, is for parents to actually parent their kids.
Oh, yeah,
like, first of
true.
all, according to the story, they were out at 3:10 a.m. in the
That's
morning.
what I'm
Like,
saying,
why are
chat.
13-year-old girls outside at 3:10 a.m. in the morning when there's all kinds
And
of
Marcy
sharks,
Avenue.
bulldogs, predators out here lurking, bro? Especially in Brooklyn at Marcy Avenue, Broadway. Does that make any sense? As you can see here, here's what Marcy Avenue looks like, right, in Brooklyn.
Bruh.
I'm here on
I'm telling you, bro. I went to Brooklyn the other day. This is not the place you want to be, chat. No, the Holland Tunnel. I'm just cold, bro. Fuck. When I was on the Holland Tunnel and I'm seeing Jersey, and I was like, oh, thank God I'm back, bro. Brooklyn is just, I don't know. Brooklyn is sketchy, bro. Like, sketchy.
the Google Maps in real time. You can see it looks kind of
Look at
rough.
this nigga. You seen that nigga?
It looks like, right, in Brooklyn. I'm here on the Google Maps in
This nigga right here. This nigga gonna rob your ass. You gonna be walking down here. You gonna be like, yo, what's up? You need that? I got that. See, he's already smoking that shit. You know, I'm like, nah, I'm chilling, bro. You gonna be like, nah, you need that. You trust me, you need that. And then
real time. You can see it looks kind of rough. I grew up in places like this. You know, like a lot of bad stuff can be. You can get robbed. You can get jumped.
Yeah,
you can get
look
mugged.
at
You
that
can
nigga
get
over there.
potentially raped. And this is the stairwell they took to get to the train station, I suppose, to hop up on these trains. You can
Bro,
see
look
here.
at
This
this
is where the
shit.
trains run above. Like for anybody unfamiliar with this type of terrain. Here, as you can see, is a closer
Why is a
look of
13-year-old
the
at 3 in
platform
the
below,
morning
right? As you're
chilling
gonna
over
go up
here?
the stairwell to get to the trains. And here, as you can see, is the entry point of where you have to actually pay to
Damn, you
get to
could
the
go in that
platform. But a
bad
lot of
Google
people
Maps?
just skip. And here, as you can see, is the actual platform for when you actually get up, or if you pay or skip. You know, trains will occasionally, they'll pass by here, and you know, depending on where you're going, you know, depending on the line you want to take, you know, and this is where kids typically get on top of the trains, right? Like it's crazy. It really is. Like, genuinely speaking, it feels like a lot of people nowadays, you know, regardless of age, just have no like survival skills whatsoever.
Cause at 3 in the morning, I'm just expecting like some weird old creep just sitting there, probably smoking, just looking at the trains go. Like,
And they it's like they lack the ability to see, you know, in present time, to project their thoughts into the future, to foresee a predictable outcome of their actions. It's like the idea of predicting an outcome is so abstract to so many people that they just end up doing dumb shit like this. And the only moment they realize that this was really dumb is that moment when they realize that they're fucked because they start slipping off the train, and the only way out of this is through death. There's no way you're done unless Spider-Man and Superman comes to swoop you up and save the day. You're fucked. Excuse my language, but for lack of better words, you know. Anyways, though, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. What do you think about
man, I ain't gonna hold you, man. Watch your kids, man. There's no reason why 13-year-olds should be out at 3 in the morning in Marcy Avenue. So like, the parents definitely gotta like, come on, we gotta lock in. And don't be doing this shit. This shit lame, bro. Go get you some money out, man. Go to the gym. Do something beneficial, man. Don't be train hopping for the snap, for some likes and some cool points, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit played out, bro. And like, comment, subscribe, man. I'm gonna catch you on the next day, man. I'm out, man.